I created this account over a year ago. And yeah, this was back when Maisie was first released, when the Brawl Pass was still able to be purchased with gems, and when hypercharges didn't even exist. So I named this account Bomb Hank, because that is who I'm going to be pushing for this cursed account. Of course, you have to set your age way too old, and very quickly we run through the training match. Obviously we get first place, and then we head over to the shop, where I buy Hank. He's brand new, and this is the first time I've ever spent money on a video. Anyway, we unlock Hank, and we get to pushing. At this point, Hank is incredibly strong. He's the newest brawler, and one of the most strong brawlers in Brawl Stars history. Clearly an S-tier brawler at this point. We also unlock the skin, and then we make just a few upgrades. Of course, we completely deck out our profile to be just like Hank, and we get into our first game. Now, Hank has a glitch at this point, where his damage scales way too much based on power cubes. Just look at me one-shot this Poco. Anyway, that was our first match with Hank, and it was so easy, just because of how broken Hank's power cube scaling is. We have a lot more to get into, but first I want to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. That's a huge milestone, and I'm super excited to continue this journey. Christ is King. Anyway, we continue absolutely popping off and just abusing his insane mechanics. We end up reaching 20 trophies, and this is where I kind of get on the grind. I forget to record most of the matches, and we end up back at 427 trophies. And this push was incredibly easy. You can tell because I only have one rank of mastery, so the matches went fast. Anyway, instead of upgrading my brawler, I decided to purchase some cosmetics. And this is where Hank got nerfed. He was one of the worst brawlers in the game. He was so bad that Kairos Time, a very respected member of the community, had this to say.
First up, bottom of the F tier, worst brawler in the game, Hank. Ugh.
And so, I waited about a year. And this is where we came back. I was going to finish this push with Mamba, aka Shadow. He is in the Bomb Gaming Discord, which you should totally join. Link is in description. Anyway, we started this push off at about 500 trophies. And let's just say Hank is not as bad as I once thought. It's also very fortunate that we had a Frank on our team. But yeah, I was popping off, and our Frank was able to walk the ball in. Hank's super makes him very versatile, and the healing he gets from it is very, very useful. Shadow opens the wall, and we get a very quick win. And yeah, I got star player. We continue this absolute massacre of a game, and we score very easily. And I literally just kept this clip going because I continued to pop off. I just walk up to the Frank and spam my super. We end up getting a quick kill, and at this point, I get a double kill, and now we are in business. Unfortunately, I'm not able to score there, but we just continue applying pressure until eventually we start to break through. Shadow grabs the ball and delivers a beautiful shot. And once again, I get star player with Hank, one of the worst brawlers in the game. And that is rank 21 with a beautiful 5-game win streak. This game, we were very pressured and we were in a bad spot. But luckily, Hank's super is pretty good. We end up pushing back up the map. We end up taking down the Primo. And at this point, now we have the great positioning. I grab the ball and I just super it in for the first goal. And once again, we have a very easy time, and I take my time aiming this shot. Once again, I get star player. This is unbelievable and unheard of. Anyway, this game started off very well with a nice trick shot. And finally, we were able to do this. 2 trick shots in 1 game. Yeah, that felt really good. Our Buzz scored, and now we were in a great position. That Primo went AFK, and unfortunately, we gave up a goal. So we had to send it to overtime, and our Buzz made a beautiful play, and I was able to super it in the back of the net. I didn't get star player that time. However, we reached 600 trophies, so I was perfectly fine with it. If you guys want tips on how to play Hank, I suggest when your bubble is blowing up, you need to be facing away from the enemy. It's so much harder to tell the range when you aim it like that, and then you can just immediately flip it around when you're about to hit someone. Anyway, this game was insanely close. We had it in overtime, and with 3 seconds left, I super the ball in the net and the Shelly blunders. We end up getting a beautiful goal, and I go 10-4 for yet another star player game. We're applying great pressure here, and I kill the Shelly and hit a beautiful trick shot. This game I try to go for another trick shot, but it stops on the line, and obviously I'm disappointed. So I take my anger out on the Brock. Anyway, this part starts, and I am able to absolutely blast the Shelly, and then we are able to get yet another win. I get star player again, and we are riding high on a 13-game win streak. Hank's super is so good for taking out brawlers point blank. I can even double chain supers with that beautiful play. Unfortunately, the Buzz doesn't pass me the ball, but that is a-okay with me as long as we can score. We end up winning that game, and once again, star player for 700 trophies. We get into the next game, and I take out the Buzz. And at this point, Frank had just gotten a rework, and so he is OP at the time of this recording. Anyway, I'm able to get a nice goal, and at this point, I'm feeling very good. Buzz supers, and so I super right back. Now we have them pressured, and Shadow delivers an amazing super that breaks open the wall just in time for me to sneak in a goal. I don't get star player this time, but it's okay because we are riding high on an 18-game win streak. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and we lose. At least I got star player. But now we decided we had to get back on the winning track. Unfortunately, Shadow had other ideas. He passed the ball straight to the other team. But you know what? It's okay. We forgive him. He's playing well. And so we're able to score. And at this point, I am just a distraction, so this Edgar can sneak in a goal. Great shot, Edgar. He got star player, but that's okay, because we just kept on winning. I'm able to walk in this goal very easily. And once again, another easy walk-in goal. I get star player again. This is wild. And we're back on a win streak. This is where we can truly build up some trophies. I use my super, and Leon, after going into bot mode, we can get a score. I grab the ball, and we end up winning by time, which is perfectly fine. Cordelius did amazing, and so he got star player, even though I did more damage. I am still just a distraction, because at this point, the Frank is so focused on me that he just lets the Edgar walk right by and score. And I don't know what happened here, but our Edgar scored again, and so I will take that very happily. And this puts us 1 trophy away from rank 25 and finishing this account. I walk up to the Frank, and while I'm doing that, this Jackie makes the worst attempt at a trick shot I have ever seen. It's okay, I'm able to pop super, and unfortunately, even though I get supered, we are able to take out their entire team. Unfortunately, though, it goes to overtime, and we tie. Shadow got star player for the first time, which is kind of funny. And now, We are on to our actual last game, right? Rico had a beautiful super, and he is able to just walk it in for the first goal. Anyway, Daryl charges in on us, and I notice they're out of position, and I just score the goal. Rico gets star player, and he played well. And that is how we complete the Hank cursed account by getting to 750 trophies. We put the Hank account into the cursed club, and now I can officially say, Christ is King. Thanks for watching.